Hello, I'm Sergey Tatarenko. Welcome to my channel 11 by 11. And today I'll discuss about the Philadelphia Union's playing style. Here we go. Jim Curtin built a power machine with young professional guys alone which can destroy any team in the league. He turned the province team into a light of American soccer. Unfortunately, that season was not lucky for the team and fans. But the system was the reason of a dirty track. But the video is not about this. He put the Mauricio Pochettino's concept in his team, a deep pressing, position, adapt to opponent style, but it is not perfect now. But he created a monster who is able to win everything. He brought together young guys and he them to the highest level. He did the same things what Pochettino did for his team. Jim Curtin built a 4-4-2 diamond formation, and it works. It is incredible. To play it that way is not easy to do, and not every top team from Europe is capable of playing such a hard way as it is. It is very complicated formation. There is needed some special players to run with some abilities. The formation was created by Carlo Ancelotti in AC Milan at the start of the 2000s. It was a soccer revolution. The team achieved many trophies for the Ancelotti's period. Teams which used the formation during the 20 years can be almost counted on the fingers of one hand. AC Milan at the start of the 2000s. Italy at UEFA Euro 2012 against Germany. The 2013-14 Liverpool season. The 2014-15 Juventus. The Pochettino Tottenham. And the sixth is Philadelphia Union. The formation allows to create advantage quantity players in the middle of the field and use two forwards at the same time. It is a super offensive style. There are two fullbacks, a defensive midfielder, two box-to-box midfielders, an offensive midfielder, two forwards. It helps to use more 7 players for any attack that is flawed. It is a defensive line. If you do not have enough time to return back and occupy all areas on your side of the field, it would be trouble for you. You have to create many diamonds around the field to go. It is very difficult. They are much similar to the Pochettino's Tottenham. For studying should be noted, Philadelphia Union is a young team. Average age is 25.33. Philadelphia Union are one of the youngest team in the MLS in that season. The Pochettino's Tottenham is 26.6, a little more. It is middle position in English Premier League. Only young guys can keep such a fast speed. In spite of losing some key players, Austin Trusty, Harris Medianin, and Marco Fabian, the team got stronger, quicker, stabler. We enjoy watching the matches for the season. The team took some perspective young players such as Jose Andres Martinez, Jacob Lesnes, and Jamiro Montero, etc. and helped to reinforce the center. Andre Blake is one of the best goalkeepers. He earned the Golden Glove for the MLS's BOK tournament, his second MLS Goalkeeper of the Year award, and second selection to the MLS Best 11. Andre Blake made 63 saves through the 2020 season alongside the best saver of that season, Sean Johnson, with 81 saves. For the MLS's BOK tournament, he conceded 4 goals through 6 games. It is the best result in the tournament. Hugo Lloris is not the best goalkeeper on saves in English Premier League, anyway he's very quality. That's the same things what the Pochettino's Tottenham used. Philadelphia Union fed their opponents tightly throughout the defensive line with the pressure. Anyway, they tried to get enemies out of the middle of the field to the wings. You put in the diamond cage and extinguish everybody defends on their side of the field, and then take a super quick transition to offense. Anyway, this style is not a defensive style, it is mixed. The team can adapt to any style to block and win. Seattle Sounders do it the same, but they have different styles, but that's a similar conception. Midfielders perform more defensive and offensive works. than some other formations. For example, the 4-3-3 formation is more offensive, and the 4-4-2 formation is more defensive, and the 4-4-2 diamond formation is mixed. They do a lot of work to block or create any attack. The formation to go there should be many diamonds around. As I told before, the midfielders defense beat the defenders alone and become additional defenders. In middle field, players facilitate the ball with a diamond, and weak will block defenders become extra midfielders to create diamonds around. They usually do not go to any offense and stay to keep the area. After leaving Harris Medianin, Brenden Aaronson did his responsibilities and he conducted any attack from depth. But he's not a deep lying playmaker like Harris Medianin, but he sometimes did it. He created some attacks for his team from depth. He's a playmaker, but he took it as an offensive midfielder. When the team loses the ball or the opponents get their attack, they press their opponents intensively, making them impossible to breathe. The box-to-box midfielders play very interesting in any offense for Philadelphia Union. They usually attack along the right side, overload of his side, as Pep Guardiola taught. Players make opponents pay attention to the right wing, and the Phillies players create a scoring attack along the left side to the enemy's goal. All goals were scored after running along the left side, and Brenden Aaronson played a key role for the attacks. He takes some attack as a deep line playmaker, an advanced playmaker, a false attacking midfielders. He took some attack as a deep line playmaker, an advanced playmaker, a false attacking midfielder, a false 10, or a central forward. He took many roles for any game. He's a very utility player, but he was always the 10 on the roster. Brenden Aaronson was like Christian Eriksen for the Pochettino Tottenham. Christian Eriksen was a deep line playmaker or a false 10 when it was necessary, but the 19-year-old player was multitasking for the last Philadelphia Union season. When the team presses, Brenden Aaronson became a central forward to push. Also, he participated in all scoring his team's attack. As a tall Philly taking offense along the right wing, Alejandro Bedoya is a right box-to-box midfielder. He often dragged the ball on the middle right tunnel or right side. Jamiro Montero usually takes the defense with Jose Martinez alone. Sergio Santos is a typical forward, very good forward. Kasper Shubilka is a striker for the team. He's like Harry Kane for the Pochettino Tottenham. He uses his both legs to score. Kasper Shubilka does it too. He scored 23 goals through the 2 seasons, 11 goals with his left foot, 8 goals with his right foot, and 4 goals with his head. He's brilliant for the Philadelphia Union. Anyway, Sergio Santos can become a striker too. He's very good as a forward. He's a very technical soccer player. Jim Curtin really could build the American Tottenham, and it works. It shows the result. It is a very complicated formation, but he coped to make it. Overall, he could bring together many young talented players around and achieve their potential to a maximum level. He found them and helped to develop their talent. Brenden Aaronson, he now plays for Red Bull Salzburg. Jack Elliott. Mark McKenzie, he now plays for Genk. Sergio Santos. Kasper Shubilka. Anthony Fontana. Jamiro Montero, Jose Martinez, and Keegan Arsenberry. He now plays for Colorado Rapids. He's a very talented coach, and it's going to be proved.